Hi. So tonight we're going to have a little chat with one of our brand reps. We've got two brand reps up this week. We've got Kathleen and we have got Jen. So Jen is going to meet with us and have a little chat about the kind of things that she likes to sew. I'm hoping that she's going to give you a little sneak preview of the fabric that we sent her. And she's going to have a chat with us about the kinds of things that she likes to sew. So we just need to wait for her to get here. I know she's been to yoga. Let me see if I can just add her. Oh, come on, Jen. Let's see. I can't see her. Never mind. So, we're going to meet with Jen. She's going to talk us through the fabric that we sent her. She's also, I wanted to ask her what kind of garments she likes to make, because the whole dressmaking thing for me feels like totally something magical, that you can make something from a piece of flat fabric that you can actually wear in public. And Jen makes some absolutely stunning things. So I really want to see what she's making. I also wanted to ask her who her inspiration was, kind of who helped her to learn how to sew, and who inspires her to sew, because there's always somebody. And what I've learned from the designer newsletter randomly is that for the past 2 months it's been mother-in-laws. Did not see that coming. Just realised that you can see behind me. Oh, look at that. That's a piece of guttering for my little boy. And also that I wanted to ask Jen was to tell us about being a Sew Hot rep, because she's a brilliant Sew Hot rep. And we just need to get her here. Where are you, Jen? Let's see. Let's see if we can find her. Monday night, exciting times. This has never happened before. Oh, here she is. Let's see. Ah!
Sorry, I was posting what I was doing on my iPad. I was going to use that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This one's working, isn't it?
How are you?
I'm fine. Just running about a bit flush from my yoga and eating my tea.
Yoga, you should be like serene.
No, it's the power yoga. It's rock hard.
Is it?
It's like
you've got thighs of steel.
Planking and doing everything. It was hard tonight, and it does work us.
That's good. I was just saying before that we were going to have a little chat. We don't want to reveal what you've been making, but just kind of wanted to sort of say that I find it completely like magical that you can take a flat piece of fabric and you can make it into a garment that you wear you wear handmade clothes the majority of the time, don't you?
My wardrobe now, I would say, is 95% me.
Wow.
So it's the only thing I don't dabble in or I have is yoga stuff. But I have made some leggings, but I've made like all of these that I've worn today for yoga. And underwear, I haven't really dabbled that much in underwear, although I'd like to. But outerwear, coats, jeans, trousers, obviously jumpsuits, dresses, everything now I make.
Amazing. How long have you been dressmaking for?
I'd say seriously now for about since the first series of Sewing Bee.
Right,
So
okay.
when that came out, I thought I can do this. So I was like, and then I got a little bit like, well, I suppose the last 3 or 4 years I've been more into it than before. But everybody like says, like you make so much and you do all these things. But if I was baking cakes, no one would say that because I wouldn't have everything to show, would I? At the end, I've got a mega wardrobe. I know I've got a mega wardrobe, but I know I've only got more skills by doing and doing. So and you can't do it if you can't learn all these things if you don't do it. So.
And what I love about the things that you make is you're not afraid to take a bodice from something and the sleeves from something else and make some kind of Frankenstein amazing thing.
No, and
That's gorgeous.
The same's happened with this, to be honest.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's gone. It started off as something and didn't quite work out. And again, I wanted to focus on that because some things don't always work out. But it's a piece of material, so I'm not going to cry over it. I'm going to think what else I can do with it. So,
what did you think of the parcel that you got?
I was just gonna post it so everyone can see my reaction, which I sent you, didn't I?
Yeah.
At the time, because obviously we got it. Was it the 1st of October? I got it.
I don't know. They've all merged into one.
Yeah, and now I'm like frantically getting it done and finished this week. If you give me it, I'm getting on with this straight away, and of course I haven't, so I'm doing it now.
What I loved about it was that it was it's so wide. It's intended to be used, I think, as a wide back for a quilt.
Yeah, I was thinking that because obviously as a dressmaker, I've never come across fabric that wide, and I don't think I realized it was as wide until I think I messaged you going, how wide is this, and is it a meter, a 2
It's
meters?
I think it's 108 inches.
Yeah,
so it's more than that's a meter, isn't it?
Yeah, just over a meter wide.
And if people were making something with something that's really wide, what kind of benefits does it give it if it's a really wide fabric? You can just get
I think for that, like a bias cut would have been great, but I didn't choose that. And also like a full circle skirt would have been fantastic in that as well.
Like a proper twirly skirt.
Twirly skirt would have been class, yeah. That would have been really good in it as well. There's loads. It just means you can get more out of buying less as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've got scraps left. I've got hardly anything left I've used. Was it about 2.5 meters you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's gone on.
All gone.
Yeah. So like I said, it had a bit of a false start, but I'm loving it now. Got a few little bits of alterations to do. Again, I aim to do something, fell in love with what I'd done and thought I'll get more wear out of what I've done and what I've attempted to do. So I'm going to post the fabric and my reaction.
Brilliant.
After we finish our chat, and then people can see.
Oh, that'll be really good.
You couldn't have chose any better for me. I think you knew that anyway when soon as you see.
To be honest, when I saw it come in, and it comes in, I think we've got it in 2 different colourways. And I saw the colourway that I sent you, and I just thought that is absolutely your colours.
Yeah.
The thing that I wasn't sure about was the type of fabric that it is, given the season that we're in now.
No, I'm not bothered about seasons.
You just put thermals on.
Yeah, I'll just put. I know I was thinking that because, because everything, like I suppose with all the puffy sleeves and things they are now, maybe it's a little bit of a giveaway there. You can wear something like you can wear a t-shirt or layer it underneath, or even wear a long sleeved sort of layer underneath it. Yeah. So no, I'll definitely be wearing it all year round.
Brilliant.
It's not going because I do that with my wardrobe. So I swap my winter and summer wardrobe over, which is great because when it comes out, you think, oh, you've got all these clothes that you forgot you'd made. So it's like an finding more in your wardrobe that you didn't think you had.
That's a really good way of doing it, because I probably do the opposite. I probably just put more vests on.
Yeah.
And then I put more tights on and wear pretty much the same thing all year round.
Oh no, I'm spoiled. The only thing I obviously for work, hairdressing, you don't want to wear anything too good because you can just colour splashes and stuff. So if I've got a day where I know I've mainly got cuts or like blow dries, I'll dress up that day more than I will others. But I do wear my mermaids now for work as well. So,
What's lovely now is that when you go to the hairdressers now, not everybody's not in black anymore, are
well,
they?
you know, I think it wasn't until we did like something on here. I think it was Mermaid May, and I'm thinking I'm wearing all this black, and I hate black. I never wear black.
I never
But
wear black.
yeah, but I think it is like I don't know why it's always been a hairdressing thing. And then I work on, well, I've got a girl that works with me now, Mel, who's fab. But I was working on my own for a little while, and I thought, why? It's my business. It's my. Why am I doing this to myself, wearing black clothes? So I've binned it. I do wear some black, but I'll put it on with something bright as well.
I just think black really like takes the colour away from everybody. I don't
Don't
think
know.
it.
Do you think some people suit it? And I think it just depends on the personality, doesn't it, of what they
Yeah,
are. But I
yeah,
think it's a safe colour for a lot of people.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it's safe, and not many people will venture into colour. And I think as well with colour, it's not being too bad that you look like a children's TV presenter. But at the same time, it's like you're wearing it, not it wearing you. That's what
I love wearing colour, like really bright stuff.
yeah, I do it.
I mean, this is probably a bit reserved for me with navy
Oh,
blue
we've
with
got the rainbows on.
rainbows on, but yeah, really bright stuff. I think it just makes doing your washing a bit more fun.
You know what? It doesn't even it makes me happy, but it makes people around you happier as
Yeah,
well. The
yeah.
amount of people, just even, I think I've got like, I like my Baker Boy hats, don't I? I've got a yellow one, and I remember going in the post office and just the lady behind the post office saying, "Oh, you look, we definitely need colouring out our lives, Susie."
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and she commented like, "Oh, it looks great. You look like it's so nice to see someone dressing brightly," and it does.
Yeah.
But it's not for everyone, so I'm not trying to make people do it. But at the
No,
same
but
time,
I do think it
me.
does, even just a little bit of colour.
Well, again, I think I did a blog for that at one time where you can just add little accents on it. But it's how it makes you feel, and for me. But I'm the same at home. Like my home decor now is just blended into what I'm making. I think it's given me much more confidence in even doing that.
I can't believe you've not been sewing for years and years and years. You've done so well.
But sewing's always been, my mum was a seamstress, and my auntie, she had 5 children, and my uncle told me a couple of years ago that she actually went back to do like a seamstress course or to do more tailoring, just to get away from the kids for a little while. So she had something for her to do, and my Aunt Dorothy was an amazing seamstress. Like, she made like loads and loads of clothes for all of us. And you'll have seen on my stories the fabric stash that I was doing and trying to sell at the weekend is all from hers. We lost her about 2 years ago, but she had the remnants of what she had from a business, and her again, once we're sourced, we're fabric collectors, aren't we?
Yeah.
So she had loads and loads to do and to sell. So, but again, I've gone right through it, and it's all quite dark, so that's why it's all there to go. But yeah, so it's always been in my family. My mum's been, I mean, my dad used to come home from work, and we had to move the sewing machine off the table to all sit down and have tea and things.
And have you got clothes that your auntie and your mum have made?
I've still got my wedding dress, my first wedding dress mum made. What else I've got? They both dabbled with knitting, and my grandma was a really brilliant knitter. I regret getting rid of my Aran jumper that my grandma knitted me. But I've just found one recently that I love, that I got in a vintage shop. Trying to think what else we've got. Not loads, unfortunately, because you tend not to keep them, do you?
I know, it's funny, isn't it? And I think the materials that we use now seem to be much better. I suppose they're newer, aren't they? I mean, thinking of like blankets and stuff that I've had that family have made for my children, made for me, and then I've given them to my children. Then they don't feel the same way as they do these days.
No, there's not. I think that, well, like, fabric has changed so much, hasn't it? I mean, there was like Liberty's been around for years and years. I don't think that's changed in the quality from that.
No.
Both like the quality of the fabric that mum, because my mum had a fabric shop as well, they did buy really nice fabrics.
It properly runs through your veins, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it definitely has, definitely. But even my son's like he's into photography, and I think it's like once you've got that creative mechanism, you're gonna sew, you're gonna, well, not maybe sew, but you're gonna make, you're gonna create, you're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I think it's a really good thing to have as like a skill set in terms of just keeping something to do and something ongoing and something that you can turn to when you know that, you know, for whatever reason, whether it's that it gives you a little bit of stress relief or, you know, it helps you occupy yourself. It's so important.
It's just mindful for me, and again, I don't shy away from saying with my arthritis. And to be fair, my hands aren't very good at the moment. They don't work as well as they should. Although I can swing it and get by with my hairdressing and sewing, because there's ways and means that I can get by and do it. Because I always think if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So I just keep going, and it just, I don't know, there's nothing better than just being in your sewing room, just doing that fabric, manipulating it to where you want it to be. Don't have to think about anything else. I mean, everyone says about how much I do sew, but I don't even show you the house. It's an absolute tip. I'm not going to be remembered for a clean house, put it that way.
But whose isn't? Do you know what I mean? That's what
I
think.
Some of my friends are very tidy, and they despair when they come in here, but
I remember my friend telling me about a time that she'd gone to somebody's house and it was so white that she ate her biscuit over the sink.
Oh, I know. I've my husband, like, he's a sister. Honestly, I didn't dare sit down. Even the dog was white. The dog was really, really white. I was like, the grass seemed to have been like cut to like the same at the back. I was like, is this a real house? But yeah, Leggy's exactly the same. He's out the back now. His garage is full to busting, and God help if anything happened to us, the kids would be they'd just get a tip, I think, and give it all.
Do you make for him as well?
Well, I haven't, and I keep threatening to, but he's so fussy. So, and my son keeps asking for things, but again, I've showed him fabric, and it's having that imagination of seeing it made up. Like, he's really good with me. If I make things, he'll critique in a good way. Sort of to say, well, that doesn't look straight there, or I am really bad at putting stuff on that's not quite together. So I've got like a bodice, but with the sleeve just held into place. Well, it's not finished. He goes, I know, well, put it finished so I can see what it looks like. And he'll say, and obviously what suits me and things. But I keep threatening to make him a shirt. I've not done it. But I really want to do him a coat now, because I've been doing the coats recently. And they're not as hard as you think. Bella loves patterns. I think because I pattern test for a few people, and the traveller coat I did for her instructions are, you're just learning as you're doing it as well. So I learned so much from doing her. So it's not, it won't faze me now doing that.
And it's a bit like for me when I'm starting a quilt pattern that I've not done before, you kind of just have to surrender yourself to the instructions and just go with it and have faith in the person who's written it, that you will get to the right point and you'll work it out.
I know my mum's right into quilting now.
Is she?
Yeah, she does gorgeous quilts. Yeah, really lovely. So I'll leave the quilting to her.
How have you found it being in the group?
Well, that's what I said. I think I posted today something that I've done for this that I would maybe not have thought of. But because I've seen the inspiration, and the bags are amazing.
The bags are incredible.
I know, they're so gorgeous, and obviously like the patchworkers as well. So it has made me think about it, but like I said, I don't know. I do definitely want to make. I'm the same with Laura. I want to make something out of something quilted. I might suggest to one of them we swap. I'll make them something.
That's a good idea.
And they can quilt me something up that, if they don't mind me cutting into it.
That's a really good idea. Have a bit of a collaboration on it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll do.
I'd love one of those quilted jackets. There's so many lovely ones at the moment that I keep seeing.
Yeah.
And I think I saw somewhere, I think it was on a Ruby Star post, that somebody had made some it was like it was a hoodie but with no sleeves out of a quilt. It just looked really lovely.
I've got some, I think you've seen that jacket I did from my friend Emma's remnants, and that were all in the stash that her husband had given to me, but she'd also collected loads of quilts as well. Not quilts as much, but just the really old padded, because she was a textile artist. And when I've sorted the stuff out, there's one there, so I'm definitely going to make something out with that eventually.
Full on suit, trousers, flares.
Oh God, I just do a jacket. I like my jumpsuits, but I don't think I want to be head to toe quilted. I think that's a bit weird.
You'll be warm.
Very warm, very warm, but yeah.
So do you think jumpsuits are your favourites?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah.
They're so cute. They're just so lovely.
I just feel really comfortable in them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And I most people say that I suit them and things. So I just I don't know, it's just my go-to, I think.
I think the great thing about a jumpsuit is you put it on and you're dressed.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And like everybody has this toilet issue, but let's face it, you've got to get on changed somehow anyway, don't you? And I get away with that normally because I'll have a vest top on underneath, so you're not totally like to your nuts underneath anyway. But no, I do, and I think it's I always, my mum, I think again I posted that at some point, but mum made me a jumpsuit in the 80s out of curtain material, and I loved that. I wish I'd kept that. In fact, I don't think I could have kept that, I think, because it was threadbare. I'd wore it that time. So yeah, I loved that one. So, but they say don't do it again, do they? What if you've done it once in your lifetime? But I've definitely
I see no issue. If you found something that you like, then go for it.
I did. But I just I think even with all the fashion now, there's just so much gorgeous stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
And the fact that you can actually see something can do it to you and your size and everything, it's just like magic.
It is. I'm really loving the big collars at the moment.
Yeah.
Like the Laura Ashley 1990s big ruffly collars. They're just gorgeous.
No, they are really, really lovely.
So what's your plan for this week? What are you going to show us this week?
So today I'm going to post the actual fabric and the little findings that I found in my stash that I've used on them. And then I'll do a bit of I've got used a burrito method in the top and one, and it's always have you heard of that?
No.
Right, so the burrito method, I didn't do it until most probably last year on the Gilbert top that Helen Closet's done. So it's basically the yoke in the back of a shirt. So it's how you like roll it all in, and anyway, it's a burrito method and it comes out. So, but the funny thing is that I filmed it 3 times and I got it wrong 3 times. So everybody can learn by my mistake which bit to sew to which bit to get to it. So I'm going to post that most probably Wednesday, but I've got a full week because I'm going to London on Wednesday night to the new craft house for the Husqvarna.
Nice.
They're on Thursday, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then I'll most probably do the reveal on Friday with a reel, most probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, but today I'll do that, and I'll most probably put some snippets of what I'm doing, see if people can guess along the way.
Brilliant.
To what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm excited. I really like it.
Good. Remind us what your Instagram name is.
Jen Legg _TeesCreatives.
Brilliant.
So
people can go and find you.
Yeah, so TeesCreatives is a sewing school. So I did have 2 separate. I had TeesCreatives Instagram and Jen Legg, and it just makes more sense to just have one.
Get everybody together.
Yeah, it's easier, isn't it, under one head, and to get on with it.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
We can't wait to see what you've got.
Oh well, I'm nearly ready to post the other, so I'll get that on. I'll share it on the stories and share it with you.
Brilliant. We're really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be fab.
I hope so.
Right, take care.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.